Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Fairy Dust TV. I'm your host, Jen Burton, romantic fairy godmama for smart, successful, single women around the world. Today's topic, men behaving badly. Why are men such jerks? Now, before we jump into this topic, I have to confess to you that pre-2006, in my magical dating experiences, I would have 100% agreed with you about thinking most men are jerks. These days, however, and after working with women all around the world, I know differently. Most men are not jerks. Now, before you say anything, you need this information, because if you, as a woman, think all men are jerks and don't get this information, your dating life and love life will continue to suck. But note that this isn't going to feel pretty today. I am going to call you out on some things that are keeping you from the love life you want. Okay, with that said, I do concede there are some real jerks out there. But most guys, if they do anything that's deemed jerky, it's because women let them get away with it. Now, a long time ago, I saw this commercial about women talking to men saying, if you don't stop sharing our sexting pics with other people, then I'm going to stop sending them to you. And underneath this video, you can Google this video, by the way, underneath the idea of this video, it's brilliant because of the fact that it's true. Men would never do that if women would actually stop. But here's the thing, is that women call men out on their shit, but most women will let them get away with it regardless, because what happens? She might call him out on something. So for instance, let's say a guy does something. He does something to you. You might get pissed off at him and you might tell him all kinds of things and rip him another one. But do you keep seeing him? And the answer for most women is yes. So you might be pissed off that he never takes you anywhere, but do you keep sleeping with him? For most women, the answer is yes. And men know, especially the ones that act really badly, that, you know, that's some other woman, if you're not going to give him the attention he wants, when he wants it, he can get it somewhere else. And women just keep being permissive of crappy behavior. But I want you to boil that down a little bit, because remember, we teach people how we want to be treated, especially men. And just because you really like a man, just because he makes you feel things below the belt that you've never felt in your entire life, that does not mean he should be able to get away with murder. So I don't care what the rest of the world does and how the rest of the world acts with women, women act in the world in reference to men. I care about what you are doing. And if you want to create a magical love life where men are not jerks, then you don't need to be permissive of this behavior anymore, okay? Which brings me to number 2, and why I think women do this. Women do this because they're so afraid of male scarcity, meaning they don't think that and I've heard this time and time again, they don't think that there are enough single available men in the world. So, you know, I hear all the time, all the good men are taken. Well, that's bullshit. That's complete and utter bullshit. I have clients who are in their 50s that can create a mantourage. By the way, a mantourage is the bevy of guys that you are dating, between 2 to say 6 men that you are dating until you find your forever man. And I know firsthand that that is complete crap. There is no scarcity for adored women. Women that men really truly enjoy being around. These are the women that men will do anything for, and she will never have a shortage of men. So the whole male scarcity notion, the whole I'll never meet anybody else that'll make me feel like he does, is all candy coated crap, ladies. And you need to toss that idea aside. If you know what you're doing in romance, which that's what I'm here to do, is teach you what you're doing in romance, there's no scarcity for you. So there is no need for you to let men treat you poorly, okay? If a guy is a complete jackass and keeps standing you up and talks to you like shit, he criticizes you or anything along those really negative lines, you get rid of him immediately. And if you don't, then you are only saying to the universe, you know what? This is what I'm willing to put up with, okay? You're not saying to the universe, I'm ready for something magical. You're saying, I'm so scared of being alone that I'll take anything you give me. And that brings me to number 3. I teach women here at havehimyourway.com to be adored women, nothing less. Okay, I don't teach women to just get a guy. I don't teach women to just try to figure out what he's thinking. I don't teach women any of that stupid, superficial bullshit. I teach women to feel loved, adored, and cherished by a man or men that they feel the same about. Okay? And the only way you, as an adored woman, will achieve that is when you start to exclusively pay attention to the men who are treating you the way that you want to be treated. You do not pay attention to the men who treat you like shit. So if he stands you up, well, he just doesn't get your attention. Okay? He might get the opportunity to make it up to you, but are you answering his very first phone call the next day after he stood you up? Heck no, you're not. And instead, you're paying attention to the men who are treating you like an adored woman, who understand that you're a catch, who treat you like a lady, who treat you the way that you really want to be treated. Nothing less. Okay. Now, there is a little caveat. Men can gradually step up to that. So for instance, my husband, I didn't hear from him for sometimes 5 weeks at a time when we first started dating. Under many people, many women especially, would interpret that as, well, he's treating you poorly. I didn't consider him treating me poorly. You want to know why? Because I was mantourage dating and I was paying attention to the other men at the time who were treating me the way that I want to be treated. And eventually he stood up above the rest. Didn't happen overnight, but I wasn't paying attention to him and trying to get his attention and constantly texting him all the time when he wasn't paying attention to me the way that I wanted to be treated. So that is a really important key. The more you focus on the men who treat you the way you want to be treated, the more exciting your love life is going to be. The better things are going to start coming to you. Better things are going to start coming to you. They're going to start flying at you because you're saying to the entire universe, hey, I want the good stuff. Your attention is powerful. Another little side note, because this is really, really important. Most women think that when a guy does something bad that she should rip him another one. That's just paying attention to him. That's actually condoning his behavior. So lover girl, it's important that you don't waste your time anymore trying to fix guy's behavior. You can fix it so much more quickly by turning your attention again to the guys who are treating you the way that you deserve and want to be treated. Okay, lover girl, until next time, ciao.